Here is a short video on special right triangles. The first special right triangle is a 45, 45, 90 triangle, which is also right isosceles. Here you want to pause the video and take down the notes, because if you have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, you can always find the hypotenuse by timesing the leg by square root 2. If you want to find the leg of a 45, 45, 90 triangle, the leg will always equal hypotenuse times square root 2 divided by 2. If you have a 30, 60, 90 right triangle, you can always find the longer leg, the shorter leg, and the hypotenuse by the formulas shown. Please pause the video and take note. Now let's apply the notes from the previous page. Here, you have to recognize what type of triangle we have. So here we know it's a 45, 45, 90. Therefore, I'm going to use the notes from the first slide, and you have to recognize that H is the hypotenuse and 9 is the leg. So we're trying to find the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is equal to the leg times square root 2. Now, you do not evaluate square root 2 to a decimal. Leave it as square root 2. So our hypotenuse is going to be 9 square root 2, and that's our answer. Again, that is simplest radical form. Let's try it on B. First thing you have to do is recognize what type of triangle. It is right isosceles because it's 45, 45, 90. We have to recognize that we're trying to find the hypotenuse. Here we have the leg. So the hypotenuse, again, is equal to the leg times square root 2. And the hypotenuse is equal to, our leg is 2 square root 2 times square root 2. Now when you're multiplying, you just multiply square root 2 times square root 2, which is square root 4, which equals, the square root of 4 is 2, which equals 4, and there is our answer. Next, what happens when we're trying to find the leg in a 45, 45, 90 triangle? So again, here's our leg, here's our hypotenuse. We know that the leg is equal to the hypotenuse times square root 2 over 2. So our hypotenuse is 6 square root 2 over 2, and remember to reduce. 6 over 2 is 3 square root 2, and that's our answer. Now here's a word problem. They give us a 45, 45, 90. They give us the hypotenuse is 10 to find x. So we know that x equals, again, this is the hypotenuse, x is the leg. It is 10 square root 2 over 2, which equals 5 square root 2. And again, this is simplest radical form. Now let's apply the 30, 60, 90 rules, solving for missing legs or hypotenuse. First thing, you have to recognize what type of triangle you have. Here we have a 30, 60, 90, so we're using 30, 60, 90 rules. Second step, you need to label your hypotenuse, your short leg, and your long leg. So I know my hypotenuse is F. I know my long leg is 5. I know it's long because it's opposite of 60, and I know this is my short leg because it's opposite of 30. Remember, the shortest side is opposite the smallest angle. Third step, you need to find the short leg first always. So let's find the short. So if we want to find the short, we have to remember what's our rule. The short leg is long leg times square root 3 divided by 3. So short equals long square root 3 over 3. So the short equals our long is 5 square root 3 over 3. And that's our answer. You cannot simplify. You do not go to your calculator and evaluate as a decimal. Next, we can now find the hypotenuse, which is just 2 times the short. So our hypotenuse is equal to 2 times, we know the short now. The short is 5 square root 3 over 3. So when we multiply 2 times 5, we have 10 square root 3 over 3, and that's the hypotenuse. So there's one problem using 30, 60, 90 rules. Let's try another one. Here, it's a word problem with a pendant. So we have to draw the triangle and draw the height, which is 18. And they want to find x. And if it's a equilateral, we know this is 60, this is 60, this is 90, this is 30. So we have 30, 60, 90. Second step, label. We have the hypotenuse, we have the short, and we have the long. So I always say find your short first. So the short equals the long times square root 3 over 3. So the short equals 18 square root 3 over 3. So the short is equal to 18 divided by 3 is 6. Square root 3 is the short. And to get x, the hypotenuse, it's 2 times the short, which equals 2 times 6 square root 3, which equals 12 square root 3, and there's your answer. You can try problem number 2 below. I will draw it, and I want you to solve it. So here we have the same pendant. Here it's still 90, 60, 30, 60. Here they give us this is 18. They want you to find the height. So they want you to find the height. So that means you're going to have to find the short first. If you have any questions about 30, 60, 90 special right triangles, please send me an email or see me after class.